Hey, welcome back. You're now riding with Coach Kia. Damn, it's been a hot minute since I've done one of these, and I'm not gonna make any excuses. I started doing these series because it was literally the only free time I had to record was on my drive to work and my drive back. I've got about a 35, 40 minute drive depending on traffic. That was a good time to have this time where I could just speak my mind. Not a whole lot of distractions. Of course, I'm driving safely, got my seatbelt on, got my glasses on. But also, I have some of my most creative thoughts, brainstorming sessions while I drive. I don't know what it is. Even when I'm home sometimes, if I'm in the office and I'm stuck, I'll come out to the Jeep and sit down, just sit here. And then the creative juices just start flowing. I don't know, this is my zone, this is my spot, this is my area. The last couple of weeks I have been able to get one of these in. I just been distracted. I'll be the first one to admit that. Every time I get in my car and I'm driving to or from work, I'm thinking, you're lacking, bro. You're lacking. That's just that voice in the back of my head that's always been there. And as I start passing things up and doing things I'm not supposed to do, that voice gets a little bit louder and louder. I don't go calling the shrink on me and, oh, Coach Kia's got voices talking to him. Not the case. You know what I'm talking about. That voice, your subconscious, your thoughts that are rolling. It just gets louder and louder. I'll be honest with you. I was like, I'm running a little bit behind today. I'm not going to do one. But here I am, because even a little bit of progress, even doing a little bit of something is doing something. Imperfect progress is still progress, guys, is my big tip right there. But I wanted to share with you something I hope will be beneficial, and there'll be a part 2 on this coming up. I'm headed to work, 24-hour shift, but very next day, Friday, I'm going to be flying out to DC. Going to be going out there to do Fire Knife Dance and Siva Off. I'm going to go help a group. It's one of my passions. I really, really enjoy being part of these cultural dance groups, spreading culture, helping other groups, but I'm getting myself over some of these personal challenges too. I did a video yesterday where I was talking about some of the benefits that come with getting yourself back in shape. And you have the direct benefits and you have the indirect benefits. And I was concentrating more on the indirect benefits. Everybody talks about, oh, hey, if I had a great chest and 6-pack abs, I'd walk around without a shirt all day long. Well, that would be a direct benefit of losing weight. And it'd also be kind of weird. Low-key, high-key, that'd be weird. Like, dude, put a shirt on. But I'll tell you, even though I probably could do that, and that voice in the back of my head would be telling me, hey, this is really fucking weird, you don't have a shirt on. That's really not anything that I ever thought about. It's mostly people that are want to get that result saying that's what they would do. But now that I have it, I'll tell you, I enjoy a lot more of the indirect results that come with that. And I'll tie it into this DC trip. This DC trip, I'm going to be MCing the event. I've never met these people in real life. It's been through Instagram, a couple of coaching clients. That's what I'm doing. It made me think about all the things I've done since getting back in shape that I thought were never going to be possible. Yeah, really didn't even cross my mind. By putting myself through some disciplined workout, going through the fucking shit on my own, suffering a little bit, failing and getting back on, and failing and getting back on, and trying to keep doing it and doing it until I finally got the results I wanted. That was hell. When I get faced with these opportunities, try to do things that, yeah, typically I'm really nervous or self-conscious about, I just do them. Because going through that process has allowed me to increase my confidence, my capability of working past personal boundaries that I set up for myself, and one of those being public speaking. I've done several little public speaking events where I find myself up talking to a group of people, and I'll tell you, number one fear, public speaking. Read this poll the other day that said more people would rather die, have the game be over, than get up in front of a group of people and speak. Like, the anxiety is that bad. I'm not unique in that aspect. A lot of people share that fear. But it's just something I've been doing. I'll get up there and talk, maybe not as eloquently as I want to, But just like doing reps in the gym, you're not going to be able to just jump in the gym day one and start PR and hitting the max. No, this thing takes reps. But also understanding that I'm going to fail and I'm going to mess up sometimes. And I'll be probably really crappy starting off. But then the next time I'll maybe be a little less crappy. As you go through and you start getting those reps, just like your muscle gets stronger and stronger to the resistance. And then you start adding weight. You start adding obstacles. You start adding to the repertoire of exercises that you're doing. Which leads me to DC this weekend. I've never emceed an event. A little bit nervous about that. But if this was me 5 years ago, I would probably ghost the whole event. Like, I'm not going. I'm not emceeing an event where there's hundreds of people and they're all going to be watching me. By getting myself into shape and going through that, it's opened up that door. A couple of public speaking events. It'd be my first time emceeing an event. Getting on stage, of all places, and performing. For me, it's learning my culture and doing these cultural dances, fire knife dancing, where you're pretty much up there in a Ia Lava Lava or next to nothing on. And the confidence comes from, I know I'm in better shape. And I know I want to represent my culture well. One of the best ways to do that is get on stage and perform, like one of these events that I'm going to this weekend. My goal was to do it for myself, to get myself over that challenge. I like taking on challenges. I like being able to do hard things, but it's not just about me. What I find with my culture part of it is that the next generation up, they're losing their culture in the same way that I am, being a first generation American, and what I'm passing down to my kids. And if we can excite the next generation, our kids, maybe they see some old guy like me up there, Coach Kia, maybe somebody on Instagram, whoever, I don't know, but they'll see that, well, he wasn't that great at it when he started, but now look at him nowadays. And here's an older guy that's getting on stage or talking more or any of those things and want to do it themselves. Like, I'm hoping it inspires somebody somewhere, but it starts with you inspiring yourself. And that's the overall topic of what I want to share with you. Just pulled into the fire station is that do challenging things. Challenge yourself. You're your biggest hurdle. I know I am, but I got to a point in life where I was wanting to challenge myself. David Goggins calls them the inner bitch in you gets stronger every day. And I'll admit, most of the time I talk myself out of things. I talk my anxiety up. I talk all that doubt to myself, and most of the time I give in. And the changing point, the breaking point, is by physically doing something hard, failing, getting better, and getting this result. And now I'm helping other people get that result has really been the biggest thing. Now, is that the right answer for you? I'm not going to say it is, but for me, that's what I had. Being able to do something physical, get back to something that was familiar, the gym, being an ex-athlete, get back to something that's familiar that I had just a little bit of knowledge in, that I could start. And that allows me to go down these other avenues. It's open up so many other opportunities, and it's really been the most rewarding part or indirect benefit of taking on that challenge, of getting myself back into shape, whether it's 5 pounds, 10 pounds. For me, I'm over 55 pounds down. And as I get older, 41, 42 is coming, guys. Don't tell nobody, but that's not the point. The point is, do hard things. Stop listening to that voice that talks you out of things. If you are going to listen to it, start not listening to it. See, my speaking skills are getting better as we go. Stay inspired. I'm going to keep more of these videos coming out because I want that voice to quiet down, but I also want to get better at this. And I want you to get better at what you want to get better at. If you have any ideas on topics that you'd like for me to talk about, be sure to drop them in the comments. Share this with somebody. If you found some inspiration, you think it may inspire them, you can follow me on Instagram at Tautua Fitness. Find us on Facebook, Tautua Fit. I lost my brain that day, forgot to spell the rest of fitness, but for some reason it worked out. We have over 10,000 followers on there and it's growing every day. Facebook, Tautua Fit, or you can reach out to me directly on email. That's info at tautuafitness, tautuafitness.com, and I'll get right back to you. But in the meantime, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, send it to somebody else. Coach Kia, signing off. Choo-hoo.